Hey guys, I'm Dave.
And I'm Len.
And today we played Inchon, MacArthur's Gambit, or Gambit. I got this for $5. It's from Command Magazine. It didn't include the Command Magazine. It just had the rules, the map, and the counter. So I was like, yeah, for $5 it's worth trying. And it turned out, yeah, it was worth trying. It wasn't bad at all. Plays like pretty much you would want an Inchon game to play. The first turn is a special turn where the UN lands in two waves. First, they take that, what's it called, Womedu Island, or attempt to take it, and then after that, they attack Blue Beach or whatever it is. But yeah, there's it's quite bloody, the game. I mean, on the second turn, when the naval gunfire started, I think the naval gunfire destroyed like 9 Korean units in one turn. And then after that, the Marine units or U.S. Marine units are really powerful. So, I mean, they're kind of like a steamroller. They're hard to stop. And the Korean Marines and the U.S. Airborne went off to the left and crossed the river and attacked Seoul. And then later on, 3 Marine battalions did too. So he held me up kind of in the center, but the stuff that went around the side ended up taking Seoul. So then the game ended, and since the game ended on like turn 8, was it turn 8 or turn 9?
Turn 8. At the end of turn 8.
So then I got 30 victory points for that, which was enough for a UN victory. But I had fun playing the game. It's pretty simple, easy to learn, and it gets to the point really quick. What'd you think of it? Did you have fun?
Actually, I had fun. I consider this more of a simulation because you know the UN is going to win 90% of the time. Mm-hmm. It's like the old days of wargaming. You knew when the game was biased towards one side, but you want to see if you could beat the odds. And yeah, this is actually playing this. I want to play it again sometime. Give it another chance.
Yeah.
Well,
if we play again, you'll play the Americans that time, then I'll play the Koreans.
Okay, it's rough. Because at first I thought the Korean counters were overrated for their combat ability, but then I saw that as you came in with all your artillery and air support, you were able to grind them down. Mm-hmm. And then I also looked at it and said suddenly I didn't have enough units to cover all the important areas, because one thing I left was the ferry on the Han River, which you noted, got over, and a couple turns were at the gates of Seoul. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't got my full reinforcements there, because I had some infantry units, but they can only move like one movement point per hex on the road, because they have to walk.
So you played the game right, though. I mean, your tactics were sound and stuff. It's just that the Inchon, it's kind of set up just like the real battle, where the UN, like you said, is going to win 90% of the time, just due to the large amount of UN forces and artillery and airstrikes. So it's a real tough nut for the Koreans to win.
Yeah, because I was hoping to at least keep the city for... Because I think it took them, was 16 turns, about 16 days before they were able to secure Seoul. Mm. So that Laurence Olivier could play his Douglas MacArthur role. Mm. But
there was a movie on this battle, wasn't there?
Well, there was some Korean cult. The leader was always grateful for MacArthur's invasion of Inchon because he was held in prison by the communists. Mm. So he made a movie about Inchon, and he actually got Laurence Olivier to play Douglas MacArthur.
Mm. Cool.
So,
I remember I was watching some documentary, and they were talking about when MacArthur was, I don't know if he was talking to the President of the United States or the Joint Chiefs of Staff or whatever, and he was trying to get them to approve the invasion of Inchon, and that they named all these reasons why it would fail, and they said, no, those are reasons why it will win, because no one would ever think we would do this. You know what I mean? And that was one time MacArthur was right.
Yeah, because the Marines objected, you know it's a bad situation. The Marines don't want to do an amphibious landing. But I think whoever was the chief of staff back in Washington talked them into it. Mm. And told them, well, if it fails, we won't blame you. Okay. Ended up working better than they expected. Mm-hmm.
But like you said, the Japanese, and when was this?
About 1890. Yeah. There was this Sino-Japanese war. And part of what they were fighting over is who gets to control Korea.
Mm.
And to secure Korea, Japanese landed at Inchon.
Mm.
And I'm not sure we know how the campaign was, but one thing I learned from this game, the 1915 campaign was not a cakewalk. It took some tough fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But it was planned strategically well. He hit the area that was depleted of full-strength units. You know, they had like a couple second-rate regiments that were recovering from their battle wounds.
Mm.
And the last thing they needed was a battle in Aichang and then Seoul. So.
Gotcha. But yeah, as far as recommending this, I totally recommend this. I'll find out what issue of Command magazine it's in, and I'll put it on a screen for you to see. But yeah, if you see it at a reasonable price, get it. I'm glad I got it. What do you think of it?
I thought it was good. One thing, also important lesson, if you're going to do a battle that's basically one-sided, more historical simulation, make it a simple game.
Yeah. Yeah, the rules for this were pretty simple, which definitely helped the game. I mean, the game flowed really, really well because the rules were decent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all we got, guys. We'll think of something else for next week. Have a good one.
You too.